And there is a strong element of altruism in that, and there's a very strong element of it being in the public interest and it being in the right thing to do.
Where did those come from?
Well, I mean, I might have this sort of deep down sense of justice, I suppose, but I think a lot of life comes from what you've dealt with yourself or what you've dealt with in people close to you. And I would say that I've had vulnerable situations in my own life, but I recognise that compared to a lot of others, it is a very privileged position I'm in terms of pushing forward in trying to get VRS moved forward. I just think that if I am struggling sometimes to fill in forms, to communicate with organisations, to get things done, to get the attention it needs, and I have worked in the financial services world from temping as a teenager, and I know that world. If I am struggling, then how is somebody who is struggling with their mental health being bombarded with letters from all sorts of companies telling them, you owe me money, and we're going to take action? How are they going to get through that? And I think there has to be support to get through that.
It's tough. It is tough. And I'll tell you, look, some of the things that can happen, again, your mental state is so important. Some people will shut off. So one of my methods was to completely shut off. Every piece of mail, as bad as it is, every piece of mail, I chopped it up. I turned all my notifications off. I didn't answer any calls. And I did that for about 5-6 months until I was able to recuperate and stabilize myself to get to a point of, okay, now I can call these guys. And in some cases, when I did call them, the services were quite reasonable. Some were really, really difficult, really horrible, but some were actually quite reasonable. So backtracking along to the journey of VRS, building a business can be very, very hard. And I've been up against it myself.